The school trip we were never supposed to take. Everybody thinks school trips are harmless. Ours was supposed to be fun: a museum, a picnic, and a bus ride. But something changed on the road. Something followed us back, and the teachers still pretend nothing happened. It was 9th grade. 42 students, 3 teachers, 1 driver. The destination was a historical museum 3 hours away. On the way there, it was completely normal. Kids were laughing, music was blasting on cheap speakers, and snacks were everywhere. It was fine, until we took the shortcut. Our driver said it would save us 30 minutes. The road was narrow, cracked, and completely surrounded by forest. Our GPS lost signal almost immediately. Every single student felt it, a sudden, heavy quietness that fell over the bus. Halfway through the shortcut, we passed a small town. The population sign was missing. All the stores had broken windows. We even saw a school building with no doors, just darkness inside. One of the teachers joked, "Welcome to Silent Hill, everyone." A few kids laughed nervously, but then someone pointed outside. There were people, not walking, not talking, just standing in doorways, staring at our bus as we drove by. They weren't blinking, they had no expression at all. When the driver honked, none of them moved. The bus just rolled past them. Every kid who tried to take a picture found their phone screen had gone black. No signal, no GPS, nothing. The teachers started whispering among themselves. We'd find out later that the town doesn't show up on any maps. When we finally got to the museum, everyone tried to act normal, but the museum felt even worse. The lights were dim, the air was cold, and our tour guide never smiled, not once. The main exhibit was about a school disaster from the 1950s. There was this old photo showing a group of children who looked exactly like the people we saw standing outside that abandoned school. One of my classmates pointed and said, "Those uniforms, they're the same." The guide's eyes snapped wide open, like he'd overheard something he shouldn't have. He slammed his folder shut and rushed us to the next room without any explanation. During lunch at the museum cafeteria, a voice came over the PA system. It said, "Students of Class 9B, the bus must not leave alone." The teachers immediately rushed to the main office, demanding answers, but the museum staff swore nobody made that announcement. They said the speaker system had been broken for years, and right then, the buses outside started honking, one after another, even though none of the drivers were inside them. The teachers forced everyone back on the bus. Nobody talked. Everyone just stared out the windows, waiting, dreading seeing that abandoned town again. But this time the streets were completely empty. No people, no shadows, just that old school building. Except something moved inside. A classroom light flickered on. Then a whole row of desks started stacking themselves neatly, one by one, without anyone touching them. The teacher screamed at the driver, "Just drive." The moment we got off that shortcut road, our GPS came back instantly. Phones lit up with notifications, but instead of celebrating, kids just started crying. When we got back to our school, our parents were waiting, but all the clocks at school were wrong. 7 hours had passed for us on that trip, but for our parents waiting at home, it had only been 2. It was like we shouldn't have existed in both timelines. The next morning, our homeroom teacher quit. The bus driver never came back to work, and the museum closed down for renovations. Class 9B was never sent on another school trip again. People think we imagined it, a shared delusion, but we didn't, because 1 week later a new photo appeared in the school hallway, a black and white class portrait, dated 1953. Same old uniforms, same creepy, familiar faces, and one empty desk, right in the front row, as if it's waiting for whoever watches this and believes. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more scary stories and let me know in the comments what you want to hear next.